Hi everyone, comic book reviewer here. This time reviewing on Bart Simpson's Treehouse of Horror, issue number 11. Now as you know, Bart Simpson's Treehouse of Horror is one of those annual comics that, a lot of famous people, comic book writers and so on, do for their own stories, some of which had Rob Zombie, as well as other famous guest stars, even Alice Cooper. And the story I'm covering is Squish Thing, which is maybe a parody on the DC Comics character Swamp Thing, who had his two own movies, which I have yet to see and will try to do them for a future review. And the story starts off with Homer as Squish Thing saying, "I cannot remember the morning anymore, or what I had for lunch, or where I left my car keys, or oh, my brain hurts." And we see how, Homer's Squish Thing makes his way back to the house. And we kind of see him eventually getting there, saying, "Oh, so I can make my way back here again." And we see how he peeks from the window. And we do kind of see how Moe tries to talk with Marge about asking him out. And we do kind of see Marge just saying, "I'm sorry, Mo. I appreciate the thought. But it's still not soon for me to start seeing anybody new. I mean, it seems like poor homie has only been gone for a week." And we do kind of see how, Mo does get a little annoyed. And we do see how Homer remembers the day it happened. And we do kind of see how Homer talks about all that Marge does is complain, moan, and berate him for not pulling his weight around. And we do kind of see Moe saying, "Marge is a reasonable person, Homer. I'm sure she's only looking out for what's best for you. I mean, someone has to. You do a lousy job of it yourself." "Yeah, that's why. Hey!" And we see how Moe tries to talk with Homer, but we see how Homer basically leaves off in a huff. And we see how Bart wants Milhouse's special squishy, but we kind of see how Bart tries to steal it, which eventually causes them to crash after running into Homer. And we see Homer saying, "Hey, why don't you watch where you're running, boy? You got squishy all over my beer." And we do see how, Homer strangles him for ruining his drink. But we see how, with both Duff and beer combined together, Homer says, "Lime beer. Best taste ever." "That's it! Woohoo! If I can find a way to recreate that amazing aroma, I'll be king of the world. Marge will have to respect me then, won't she?" And Homer would have to deal with legal issues and using other brands from different companies. So we kind of see how Moe basically sees Homer leave. And we do see how Homer tries to make up his own brand, which has tried and failed. And we do kind of see how Moe talks with Homer, how's it going? And we see that Homer's other brands were tasted like Mountain Dew and Old Sweet Socks. And we do see how Homer knows that anytime he tries to kind of recreate the formula, it's not going to work. But we see how Moe comes up with an evil plan. And we see Marge saying, "Homie, please, it's 3 a.m. Come to bed." "Aw, but I'm so close. Can I come later?" And we do see that Marge leaves. And we see Homer hears a giant ticking sound and thinks it's his watch, even though he doesn't, and says, "Oh, Mommy!" And Homer gets blown up in a over-the-top fashion, and Homer saying, "Oh, oh, 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 oh!" which is obviously meant to be Swamp Thing's origin. And we do kind of see Marge opening the door and realising that Homer basically got blown up. And we see that everyone in town came to pay their respects for Homer. And we do kind of see Moe tries to worm his way into Marge's life. But Marge doesn't want anything to do with Moe just yet. And we do kind of see Homer remembering all the events and saying, all Mo ever wanted was Marge, my Marge, with her lumped saucer eyes, her cotton candy hair. And yeah, we do kind of see that Homer has to accept that he's Squish thing. And we see that, yeah, after Marge decides to go to bed, we see that Mo basically shows up and even tries to ask her one more time to take him in. But we kind of see how Marge finds it suspicious that he knows about the bomb, saying,
Hey, wait just one moment here. How do you know Homer was killed by a time bomb?
Oh,
Yes? Oh my god! It was you, wasn't it? You murdered my poor homie!
And yeah, just as basically Mo tries to stab Marge, Homer shows up, guns and blazing. We see that Mo tries to cut off Homer's arms, and him saying, "Oh, cool!" And they basically go back, and Homer basically rips Mo apart. And we do kind of see how Marge saying that she has to clean up the mess now, and Homer is Squish things saying, "Sorry, Marge.
Homie?
Goodbye forever."
Oh, homie, it is you. Where are you going?
I can't stay. Look at me. I'm just a yak-infested mockery of a man. And we do kind of see that Marge says that he's got a bit of a complexion problem, but they're still going to work it out. And we do see Homer saying, "But I failed. I can't work, can't provide for you older kids. I'm just a big loser."
Homie, please. I want you to stay.
Well, if you saw, and we do see that Marge is going to use this as a new opportunity and career path, him sort of being used as a sort of lime squishy drink machine for the other kids. And yeah, basically Homer knowing that this is his new life now. So I think the story isn't too bad. Like, yeah, it's a parody of the DC character Swamp Thing, and I feel like, yeah, having it with Homer be the version of it, I think works because, yeah, it's shown that Homer is smart deep down, but we know that, yeah, because of a certain crayon in his brain, prevents his potential. But I think the story still deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.